Hello, Cadoos and Cadets. It's been a little while since I recorded a video anyway. I'm uploading one as we speak. So I've had some trouble with editing, but welcome back. So I've got a little treat for you all today, something I'm sure a lot of different people have been excited about for almost 8 years. There's been a lot of hype, discussions on the internet, so I'm excited to announce that today, finally, I will be speedrunning Hollow Knight Silksong. I know everybody has been waiting for this, just as hyped as they have been for Silksong. The people have been asking, where's the Carter Pryor speedrun attempt? Well, look no further. Here it is. There's an achievement for this game, just as there was for the last one, for completing the game in under 5 hours. And we're going to give it our darndest, although Silksong has proven a mote more challenging for me than Hollow Knight. So, we'll see. I don't even really know my route. Last time I used a planned route made by a streamer who held the record for, world record for Hollow Knight. I believe he still does, although I don't think he holds a record for Silksong right now, at least not a top one, although he still streams about it. But, such guides don't really exist for Silksong yet, so I thought it would be fun to try something different, you know? Instead of me planning my route as much, you all will get to see me really, bust through it. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Today on the agenda, we're going to try to get through the Moss Grotto, the Marrow. I'm hoping I remember the pathway through it. And then fight the Bell Beast, pick up some Silk skills, and fight Lace. Now, I believe you can skip the Bell Beast in the early game if you play around it carefully, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to need to use it later. I don't know. On the off chance that maybe the final boss or some boss proves difficult, I want to make sure that I can backtrack if necessary to pick up an item or two. Additionally, I am going to be making some slight detours, I've already decided, to pick up some items that I think will be helpful. Like, I'm going to try to pick up one red tool, just so I have a little bit more range capabilities. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So, without further ado, I guess we can watch the cutscene together, guys. This doesn't actually count towards my timer, I checked. So, yeah. Every single one of those bugs, besides us, is dead as hell. You'll see. It has been, like, you haven't seen it yet if you haven't played the game, but you find their corpses all up and down this kingdom called Farloom with a fat PH. But yeah. Alright, time to lock in. Okay, the timer is officially started. I'm not running a timer. I thought about putting one up like I did for my Hollow Knight playthrough, but honestly, I just felt like I didn't like seeing it on the screen this time. I don't know, so we'll see. Maybe I'll put it up for a later episode if I feel like it. Alright, so as before, I'm going to try to commentate as best I can without, like, screwing up my gameplay. I'm not the best gamer in the world. I am decent at Hollow Knight, although I don't think all of those skills have come along to Silksong. Some of the parkour, etc. is a little bit more challenging. But we'll see. There's a moss berry up there. This is so real. This is like me when I get up on a bad morning. For real. Right. I'm gonna look a little embarrassing at this game before I get the, like, swift step, like the dash ability. Like, I'm just, like, so... That's the one ability I've, like, gotten, like, way too used to, and now I, like, can't imagine life without, unfortunately, so... Stalker, fan, if you will. Okay, so there were actually 2 mossberries there, so I could have picked those up and got the little mossberry charm thing, but I think we'll do fine without it. I didn't find it as useful as the equivalent charm in Hollow Knight that lets you get a free, that's what I'm trying to say, get free soul or silk for taking hits. See, I just tried to dash right there. It's so bad, the instinct. Funny walking through this chapel after having just done Act 3. You see this chapel in a very setting. Well, if you know, you know. I'm just gonna try to be aggressive, and then I think if I take damage, I can heal. Not really a big deal. Perfect. Easy peasy. Why do you think they call me Juice, baby? That's an O.J. Simpson quote. Maybe I shouldn't quote him so quickly.
Karama!
Hey, come on. Hey, look, I'm Papa.
Up with you! I won't have you dying on my floor.
Da, fenestra.
Plataka.
It's another pilgrim. Blah, blah,
Mio
blah.
fene?
A lot of dialogue.
Vigina fora.
Vigina fora.
Fine, Plataka.
So we've got our objective to get up to the Citadel and find who kidnapped us. Yeah. Just like my Hollow Knight playthrough, I feel really bad just like walking by all these guys, but I ain't got time for it. Sorry, fellas. And welcome to the Marrow. I actually don't know how I feel about this area. Like, it's cool, I guess, but I don't think it's as cool as Forgotten Crossroads. The lava aesthetic is cool, don't get me wrong, but Deep Docks just goes more in on it, and so it's just not as cool here, I don't know. But it is a pretty cool area. I heard people say that the music for Silksong isn't as good as for Hollow Knight, and I actually disagree. I think it's pretty phenomenal still. I believe this, I did that before and it was just a dead end, so I don't want to waste my time there. On the other hand, real stuff to do here. There's a lot of new crests in the game and stuff, of course. It's one of the main gameplay features, but I actually find myself enjoying the Hunter's Quest the most because it's just kind of fun to move around like that. I'm sorry, little buddy, I can't wait around and talk to you. But I love you. I actually did fine on time when I did a test run of this and I stopped and talked to him. But, yeah. I am gonna try to pick up rosaries. I don't think it's... In Hollow Knight, you have to buy one pretty expensive item, the Lumafly Lantern, in order to beat the game. I don't think you have to do that, anything like that here, but just in case. Alright, I think I'm doing the right route for this. Said, I do actually, even though the like vibe of the Marrow isn't as good as the Forgotten Crossroads, actually it has kind of grown on me. I take it back. I do like the Marrow. I've changed my mind in the course of this video, or I've realized that I had changed my mind already, I should say. Come on, guys. Characters in Silksong are so good. Kushanka! Poshanka.
Da, Fenestra.
Los Kakor. Mieszko.
I don't have money for any of that.
Karkena. Kraki.
Kraki. Love Chakra. So many good characters in Silksong, man. Sherma, Lace, like they really kind of ate the character design. Now, one thing I didn't realize the first time I was playing this game is a lot of the projectiles you can block like that. Oh god, okay. Well, I kind of sucked that up, so I'll get the picture. Oh my god. I was gonna say, I better not die to like a basic enemy on this, because that would be really embarrassing, considering I did fine on this when I was doing my test run. Oh my goodness. Not today. Not today. I'm so good at this freaking game. Buy those guys, and we bind our first silk skill. I love that they kind of made a mechanic out of some of the abilities. Like they tied it to the story and the lore with the way this works, as opposed to that really is only the case with the Shade Cloak in Hollow Knight. The rest are like it's kind of implied what some of the abilities are, but it's not really like explicitly stated. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I really liked that. Smash that. Pass by Madame Freaky Booty. And back this way to fight the Bell Beast. This is one of those bosses that actually, like, one of the things that in general, Hollow Knight and Silksong actually, even your mini bosses can still be challenging with your late game abilities. It's only your like late game damage that really like makes a difference. But this one actually is significantly harder just because you don't have the abilities. Like if you have dash, it would be much easier to get the damage off. But you, dang it. I've seen some memes of the way it looks when the characters toss the bells into it. I don't know, it's pretty funny. Oh, jeez. Ow. There we go. Call me the dog, baby. Oh, another reason I wanted to do the Bell Beast, I totally forgot to even mention this, was for the Silk Heart. Purely for it's worth it once I get the claw line to be able to like regenerate my silk a little bit. So have a free claw line hanging around. It really just does help. Alright. There we go. Takes us forever to wake up. Belvies! Friend! I also love the bell at the top of this game. I didn't realize what the little like white thing was. I thought it was a seal or something, but only now do I realize that it was it actually is a seal. It unlocks a door later on in the game. You have to do so many of these. Okay, now I believe what I need to do is this way. Up there is some rosaries, but not the rest of the game. And then, yes. This is the room that made everybody crash out over Silksong. I wouldn't count myself among the crash out crowd, like, because Hollow Knight has just sealed me against, like, crashing out too bad against video games for the most part. Just because you literally can't crash out, like, or, I mean, you just lose. Like, that's just how it works. But, oh, shoot. That would be a pain if I ever have to come back this way. Nuts. Alright, stop in here for the bench. Oh, right. The bench and the tool. Forgot there's a tool in here.
Yanara.
Probably shouldn't have stopped to talk to him, but well. Not running for a world record here. Yes, so I thought this would be helpful to us. And then, there we go. Pause, make sure the recording still looks good, and it does. Just in case. Then across here to the deep docks. I will give them credit, though, for this area because they do a good job of making it visually different than Hollow Knight. Because Hollow Knight, you know, never had this level of like brightness, and I think they do a good job of like differentiating between the two kingdoms just on the fact that like, you know, Hollow Nest is basically a dead kingdom at the point we arrive. But this one is not. It's very much still alive and thriving, and so, you know, I think it's kind of cool that no balls. I think it's kind of cool that we get to see a bunch more characters in this just because it's not a dead kingdom yet, and it gives a little bit more meaning to our actions too, saving everything. So, I don't know, I really like it. Though I will say I miss Cornifer a lot. Chakra is great, but Cornifer is really the best. Zote. And I gotta play Hollow Knight again, even though I just replayed it.
Nesvir.
Nera Pashma.
Cover Quill for later. Whenever I can afford maps.
Kraki.
And then it's onward. Deep Docks is one of my favorite areas in Silksong for a variety of reasons. The enemies are so inspired, they're so cool looking, and they're honestly just so different from anything you see in Hollow Nest, and I really appreciate that. I mean, not that everything has to be different all the time, sometimes good things can stay. I just mean it's cool that, you know, Team Cherry has the creativeness in them to... Also, these guys hopping suggests to you that you should hop so you take the fire damage. Like, oh, beautiful game design. Team Cherry, you've done it again. Brief foray into Hunter's March. I've gotten really good at fighting these guys, even without all my stuff, purely because of the, well, the Act 3 fight. You know, you don't. I remember this being far worse the first time I played this, but I guess I just needed to get good. I believe there's a secret at that wall there. It's just green rosary. Yeah. That's okay though. Whatever. I'll probably maybe use it. Important thing that we're here for is the ability the room over. I love the vibe of the Weaver stuff in this game too. It's just so good. I could talk about it for so long. Finally running. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now the game starts. I can actually move. Hornet, I have the feeling she moves slower when she's not running, but that's probably not actually true. Lace is probably my favorite character in Silksong. She's just so cool. Her music is the best. This song was pre-released before Silksong came out, and I've been listening to it legitimately like since before the game came out, like every day. It's such a beautiful piece. It starts off in 5/4, and then actually moves into 3/4, like you just did right here. To give it some flair. Lace fight to be really hard, but I actually didn't find it to be the case. You know, I did have struggles with other bosses, probably found easy, so, you know, it happens. Apparently you can also skip Lace, I think, but... I think what you have to do is go through Hunter's March to get to the far fields. I believe that's what it is. Alright. Kill the birds! Now, I had a little bit of trouble with the parkour here the last time I was running through this. But we'll see if I can. Funny thing at this game is we actually, I believe, have to do a quest to continue to get the Driftwing cloak. So... Oh, jeez. Which I think is kind of cool that This is probably one of the only mandatory quests in this game besides the like main one.
Senta so.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Fadastama.
Keskomel. Madon. Perontorotano.
Yes.
Elobe.
Alright, so now that we press there, we gotta come over here and kill some speedy bugs and collect their spines. Now, the first time I played this, I did not realize these guys right here, you can collect their spines. You have to like smack the ground where they are to pick them up. Like, I thought they just sometimes dropped. Like, I don't know, I couldn't figure out the pattern when they dropped or didn't, and I was a little mentally slow with that, but that's... I just realized you can see smoke coming off of her when after you do that. That's really funny. I have a lot of trouble with these big old guys, but then I just had to get good with them when it came to the Citadel, because there's a bunch of them there. Ow. Ow.
Friend.
Oh, jeez. I'm really not doing a good job with this. How many? 20. Okay, so I just need 2 more. There we go. We'll be fine. Oh, and they respawn anyway. Okay. Oh, that's great. Very kind of them to... No! Oh! Go. Rest.
Parida, Sia.
Upgrade our cloak.
Elobe.
Oh,
Tamiyan.
Parida, Sia.
all right.
Elobe.
Blah, 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 blah,
That's fine.
blah, 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 blah.
Bemido, Lelos.
Husbin.
All right. Yes.
Madon.
Yes. Yes. And now we can go back this way. But oh man, this guy's awake. Oh jeez, this scared the bejesus out of me the first time I played this game. waiting for. Easy peasy, living greasy. I love how you can see the silk threads flying like through boss too, so it kind of ties it back to the main story. Well, I do wonder what this bot was doing down here. Construct, however you want to call it. Right. Ow. Whee! Avoid these guys. They are no good. Dana function lava, fari du la simane, dona pana booty night, pina sana manet, Dana function lava. In this house we stand Sharma. Y'all thought I was going to be in trouble there. Well, you were wrong. I'm what they call good at video games. Oops. Oh my god, just kidding. Welcome to Greymore. I was super excited when I got here, since I assumed it was this game's City of Tears, and I guess it kind of is, because it's got kind of the dreary vibe going on. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to rest here, and this will be where we stop for this episode of the Speedrun. So next time, I don't even know what we're doing. Probably picking up Cling Grip and beating Widow. So, yeah, see you guys then.